Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sunita ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I see that we are experiencing some delay.
Yes, actually, I just completed one session, so I thought of taking a little break and then join the
Ah,
other one.
so what is making you take back-to-back sessions?
I have one function to attend tomorrow, so I thought of
Oh.
recording a few sessions today so that I stay consistent on my YouTube channel because I post these videos on my channel.
Ah, okay, interesting. And so are you like a full-time YouTuber?
It's a side hustle for me, but in a way, I am a full-time YouTuber. Yes, I can say. Like I'm a homemaker, first of all. First, and after that, whenever I get a little time, I record some videos and then post it on YouTube. But
Okay,
yes, that's a serious job for me. I stay
okay,
consistent over there.
sure. And questions first. Take me through your day.
Come again, please.
Would you take me through your day till now? What all have you
Okay,
done?
okay, sure. So, since the time I woke up, I was rushing here and there just to complete all my household chores, and then I sent off my kid and my mother-in-law because
Hmm.
they were going to an engagement actually. So I
Okay.
sent them off, and then I got back to my other pending chores, and then I started my productive day at 10 o'clock. So I took that one session, and after that, this is the one.
All right. And where are you based out of?
I'm based out of Uttarakhand.
Okay, lovely. And what are your goals in English?
I want to improve with interactions because what I do, like what's my learning approach, I have conversations with experts and then I naturally pick some vocabulary, phrases, or whatever interesting I get in the sessions. I try to apply those interesting thoughts, phrases in my other conversations also. So this is how I'm
Okay.
improving.
Okay, lovely. So let's hope you do go back with some food for thought from this session as well. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Could you take me through some of these words, vocabulary, some of these like words or vocabulary or expressions that you have picked up from your previous sessions?
Mhm. There was one word, subside, that I really loved
Okay.
when we
Okay.
talked about rains because the previous season was about rains and everything. So we use this word a lot, subsided, rain has subsided over time, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
was one. And then I really like this idiom, queen of my own castle. When we talk
Mm-hmm.
about our home or being a homemaker, you can use this idiom there that I'm queen of my castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then being on your toes when you are too attentive or when you are so busy you don't have time. That time we can use I'm on my toes. Everything will take its own course of action. That was another phrase I really liked. When we let the things happen at their own time, right? Apart from that, I liked snooping around, that I learned in my last to last session, I guess. You are trying to hear something sneakily, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's eavesdropping also, but a little difference between these two.
Mm-hmm.
Eavesdropping is also listening to someone
Yeah.
sneakily,
Yeah.
and snooping, um, always trying to find something kind of,
Mm-hmm.
right? A little
Mm-hmm.
difference. So
Okay.
that was one thing. And then prying, when
Hmm.
we poke a lot into others' matters.
Hmm.
So stop prying.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, these were a few.
Okay. So
Mhm.
out of this list that you have, put out for us, I want you to choose four words, or like you can choose four idioms or two words, two idioms, whatever combination you want. And I want you to weave put them in like one single paragraph,
Mhm.
like connect them into a story.
Uh-huh. Let me note these phrases down so that I could frame something. Okay, so I'll take prying,
Mm-hmm.
snooping, yes, to stay on toes, queen of my castle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've already taken four. I am simply framing a story, imaginary story. Okay. So I consider myself the queen of my castle, and
Mm-hmm.
for that I have kept a house help to help me in my household chores or to handle all my household chores. So he always stays on his toes because I want everything spick and span. But there is this bad habit of his that he snoops around, right? So I told him, stop prying into my matters and handle your work and mind your own business. That I've used
Mm-hmm.
these
Good.
four,
Great. Lovely.
right? Thank you.
Okay. So tell me, Sunita, since you have already you've taken sessions over here, you have your own YouTube channel, so clearly, you're practicing the language apart from these sessions as well. You have made your own approach system for yourself. That's great. What do you think? Reflect on this for me a little bit. What do you think are your strengths that have developed over time, and what are your weaknesses um,
Mhm.
that you still need to work on with regards to the language and communication?
Mhm. Okay, so if I talk about my strengths, I can easily connect with people. I meet many strangers on daily basis. I love connecting with them. I love to challenge myself because you never know what kind of person is going to be on the other side, right? So you always challenge them, and this is how I'm learning with my experience, like how to tackle conversation, how to always stay connected with people, right? So that's one of my strength, and I think it's the topmost in the list. And if I talk about my weaknesses, then I think I tend to use many filler words when I
Okay.
talk, but I'm working on this. I have reduced I would say a lot in my conversation. Otherwise, I would say, it was repeating a lot. So I have reduced it. And right now, I'm also working on gathering my thoughts. Sometimes, when I am asked any random question and I am not able to gather my thoughts, so that time I feel a little demotivated that why I'm not able to do so. And the root cause of that is because I don't have much exposure about that topic.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason this happens. So I want to expand my horizon. I want to listen to more and more varieties of videos. And then I would like to start my reading habit also because I haven't read any books
Mm-hmm.
properly or completely yet
Mm-hmm.
because of time constraints again. But yes, I want to get into this habit, and I'm sure that once I get into this habit of reading, I will be able to gather my thoughts and I'll have enough knowledge also so that I could speak sensibly, right? So, this is something I'm working upon. So, yes.
So when you say knowledge, what all comes to your mind?
Mhm. Knowledge, as in whenever we get on any random conversation, we talk about a lot of things. I mean, topics just come on the table from nowhere. Keep on talking, and we get carried away with it. All of a sudden, topics pop up in the middle of conversation. And then, when you are a content creator and you want to post this on your YouTube channel, so you have to be ready for the judgment also. And sometimes your audience is really sweet, but the other times they are not. Like, you keep on getting new viewers also. So sometimes they are not really sweet with you and they would simply show up and be that nitpicker and keep commenting about your mistakes and everything or about your thought process. So you don't want to sound a certain way in your conversations because sometimes these things or these thoughts come to you naturally, but you don't mean that. You get it? So I don't want to mislead people. I don't want them to take me in a certain way, right? So that time I become really conscious, and then I mess up with my thoughts and with my speaking.
Would you like to recall one of these incidences uh, for me as to when the audience misperceived what you were talking
Mhm.
about, or just like there was miscommunication from both ends?
Mhm. Once I created one video on that KBC controversy about that kid. You
Okay.
remember there was a controversy around a kid. He
Yeah.
was being very overconfident in that particular episode. And many people made videos on this topic. So I did the same way. I got connected with one of my YouTuber friends and then we discussed this topic. But then I created a thumbnail also with that kid's photo, right? Because it was about KBC controversy. So people had mixed feelings about it, mixed comments also. So some were saying that yes, you brought up really nice topic. We should talk about this, and the others were saying you are also getting, you're trying to take advantage of this controversy just because of your views and everything. But I didn't mean that. I wanted to discuss this topic so that we could give our perspective to people, right? What do we think about this? Just that. But they took it in another way. Like they thought it's
Mhm.
just for views. I'm using that photo or I'm discussing about this, but it was not that.
I see. Well,
There
that
are
all
other instances also, but I can't recall right now. But there are
hmm,
many. Hmm.
right. Well, I mean, things like these often tend to happen when we pick up hot topics,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. And there was this another topic that made me really nervous because one of the tutors asked me, "What do you think children should be on social media or not?" So that was a very sensitive topic to talk on YouTube, right? So I was really nervous that time, but I answered it anyway. But I was skeptical about my answer. I mean, whether people would like it or not, whether they would be able to resonate with me or not. But I was definitely sure about my answer because I told her that I don't think children should be on social media before 18 years of age because they should focus on their studies. So that was my thought about that topic. But I was feeling really nervous that time because it
Hmm.
was a sensitive question and I didn't want to speak something nonsense on YouTube. So that was
Hmm.
the thing. Hmm.
Right. Okay. So, what are the audience tendencies you feel that make them sensitive to topics like these?
If it's about children, so people are really sensitive to it. Otherwise, they don't bother about it much. And if it's about marriage, again, they are sensitive about it because everybody has their own perspective around these topics, and they
Mhm.
want other people to speak the same way, speak their
Mhm.
mind only. And
Mhm.
if our perspectives contradict, then they get
Mhm.
offended.
Mhm.
So especially about kids and marriage, I feel so.
Right.
Otherwise, they are okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Could you give me a minute just to kids in marriage, as you mentioned, right?
Right.
Okay. Um. So you think it's about just this food for thought again? You think it's about the topic that makes it sensitive, or is it a certain sort of an like the certain sort of a, I would say, this boundary that people have as an audience, which is very fragile.
Hmm. I feel that because our comment sections are always open, right? And there is this tendency in humans that they don't want to hear something they don't like, what I feel, right? So our comment section is always open, so they are open for commenting also. So without any second thought, they leave a comment there if they don't agree with what we say, right?
Right.
So I feel because of this thing. Otherwise, if somebody watches a video and if there is no way to express your thoughts there, so that person might forget it later, right? Will not
That's
be very concerned about it.
yeah, that makes sense. Like imagine if all of us could just see things without commenting on them, we would see them if we like it, and if we
Mhm.
don't like it, we just like not
We
see
will
them
move
or
on.
report them.
Hmm. Right, right, right.
Makes sense. So just let's say as we're nearing the end of our session, Sunita, you've been on the creator side of things. What do you think about being on the audience side of things? What are you like as an audience?
I like relatable content a lot. Whenever, first of all, I would always search for something that I'm interested in, right? And if I find something relatable, I hook to that kind of video, that channel. Otherwise, I would keep my searching on for other channels with whom I can relate. So, mostly relatable content, something I can resonate with, something I can understand, or something that can hit that sweet spot, right? So,
Mhm.
these kind of content, or something that can make you think or brainstorm.
Right. And how? What are you like when you're disagreeing with someone as an audience?
I I just keep that to myself. I usually don't comment. I appreciate by commenting on videos, but if I don't agree, I simply move on. And I would talk about this with others, that yes, I saw this video today and they were discussing this particular thing. So I share my thoughts with others, but I don't leave comments there
Hmm.
on the video.
Right. Interesting. So if there's one attitude or behavior that you think the audience in our country can adopt to be better, what would it be?
I feel that audience should always be very graceful and very respectful with their comments. They should make sure that your comments are not harming anyone personally, emotionally, physically, right? In any way, they should not be harmful. So you need to learn a little bit of written communication skills, right?
Hmm.
So whatever you write, write it in a very respectful manner. It should not
Right.
hurt anyone, because your comment can make a difference, and it could be both negative and positive. So make sure to make a positive difference to somebody's life.
Hmm. Right. I think the audience in our country are in their nascent stages when it comes to social media. Like a lot of them, they because it's a very democratic sort of a medium, so there's no gatekeeping for the most part. Yeah, it's a young
Mhm.
audience, not demographic, a young
Uh-huh.
audience. Like they're it's not been long. It's not
Mhm.
been long for them since they've been audiences on social media.
So it's better that you create a mindset that these comments, nasty comments, should not harm you. So when you are
Mm.
becoming a creator, or when you are posting videos on social media, so
Mm.
you should have that thick skin. These comments should not harm you. Okay, you
Yeah,
should be ready for both negative and positive feedback,
right,
and take it in a positive manner only.
right. Understood. Great. I like the system that you've built for yourself and your communication. Um, I well, what you put out on your social media is one thing, but for your personal practice, Sunita, I would really encourage you to, delve into topics and perhaps even voice out things that might not be the most popular opinion. You don't have to put them out if you don't want. Don't do that. But just to keep your communication out like on a bit of an edge. Just perhaps you can delve into those topics also a little bit, you
Hmm.
know, for yourself,
Yes, yes,
if
I get
not
it.
for your social media.
Uh-huh. Yes, I
Yeah.
get it. Hmm.
That's all from my feedback for today. Your grammar is pretty much up there. Your sentence construction is good. Um, I would like it if you use your hands maybe a little bit more, but like body language. But that is also a bit of it is also a choice. You can see how that works out for you in different contexts.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll work on that. Yes.
Anything you want to speak about before we end?
I think you already gave me some useful feedback. I'll work on this. If you want to tell me anything else, then I'm open to it.
No, no, it was a great session. Whenever we connect again, maybe we will do some more activities.
Okay, sure,
Okay.
definitely. Yes. Thank you so
Take,
much for this.
take care, Sunita. Bye bye. Have a
Thank
great day.
you. Bye. Take care.